Howdy everyone, it's me once again, the one and only Killer Rodan. And today, as you can see, I'm still continuing my Disney movie marathon by talking about stuff related to Disney, whether it's the films or whatever else. So for today's video, I'll be doing a review for, yeah, an animated feature I just got to watch on Disney Plus. So it's kind of like an Android kind of a thing or whatever, like on your cell phone or whatnot, and it goes and something goes astray and goes rogue or something. Yeah, that one movie. And but yeah, I figured I'd just do this because why not? Actually saw trailers for this movie, previews and whatnot, but never really watched it until like what much later. So but yeah, I just thought I'd let you guys know. Into personal relationships, social media use, and personal feelings and whatnot. All of which, and along with tech like cell phones and whatnot, like we were saying a moment ago, it's basically a theme here, I guess you can say. So, but anyway, that's what I'm dealing here, folks. Of course, as usual, I have to talk about the plot. So let's get into it, shall we? So basically, what's going on? There's this bot thing, or whatever you call them, these little robot things, and little boy's father, okay, I should say one of his other relatives, really, or whatever, gets him this day, but he's like this unregistered thing, and it causes a whole big deal later on in the film because it's viewed as a machine that goes rogue or whatever. But yeah, he's a loner, and he basically tries to have this little bench thing here, trying to his bench buddies thing or whatever you call that. Of course, a lot of people don't get along with him really. He because he's a social outcast, and there's like a whole thing with this robot thing develops his own personality. Does not like all the others or whatever. And yeah, and both of them go this grand journey and whatnot. At first, the little boy didn't want this machine at all because he was pretty much fishy about it. And but yeah, it goes into this whole idea where our main character, this socially awkward middle schooler, and there's a walking, talking, digital connected device, which is supposed to be his best friend out of the box kind of a deal. But of course, he malfunctions and set against the backdrop of this digital media age kind of a thing, and goes through this whole journey to find who he is as a person, as an individual. And so I guess the same thing with the robot. I guess kind of like what they were doing with this movie to some extent. I guess you can say. But anyway, so yeah, that's pretty much what's going on here, folks. And yeah, I can say that this was actually pretty good. I really liked it. When you think about it, this was well constructed. Even though the response was kind of mixed, I guess you can say. But nonetheless, I thought this was enjoyable in its own little way, I suppose, because I like the idea behind this and the execution, of course. But yeah, I like the voice acting, the animation, of course, is top notch, obviously. So yeah, this is definitely something I'll recommend if you haven't seen it as of yet. I just figure we'll talk about one of the animated features, since they're known for this kind of stuff anyway. But my only real criticism to this movie is that they really try to make, like these corporate giants, kind of the CEOs specifically of these businesses, just any kind of businesses that make a truck ton of money, look out, look as if they're corrupted because they make a lot of money just because they're corporate. That's that's kind of dumb when you think about it. I mean, of course, there'll be competition no matter what kind of business you want to do and whatnot, regardless what it is. If it's cell phone companies or whatever else, I guess you can say. Even if you wanted to sell books, there's gonna be competition right there, or what any kind of food or whatnot. So I just find that kind of bizarre that this film will go on that route. I don't get it. It's a tired trope. It's a trope I've seen a lot of movies. Like someone's someone's running a big business and they're somehow evil just for making a lot of money and they're trying to keep up some kind of image. or whatever for the public just to make more money. I don't get it. I guess other than that, I guess the film was fine, I suppose. And I did like what they were trying to do with the characters, the overall story, and whatnot. So yeah, I thought it was a pretty good film as a whole, despite my complaints there. I guess feel kind of contrived because of that. But yeah, as a whole, I guess it's not too bad. I guess you can say so. That's something, I suppose. Okay, I guess the overall concept of this movie is pretty basic in some ways, but you kind of also use the execution to make it really help it. I guess you can say. But yeah, I know I was trying to say something about the fact that how a lot of kids nowadays can be really too much into their devices and whatnot, which maybe to some extent might be true, but that just kind of depends on who you're talking about. Um, I would so use that okay boomer joke here, just for the film itself, just for saying that, but that really goes into who you're talking about, really. But you can't really generalize it, if anything, I guess. I know this movie's trying to have a message here and whatnot, but our main character basically lives with his widow father and grandmother. They try to throw him out like at this birthday party or something, and it doesn't go quite well as planned. And they basically, at first anyway, they don't think they feel like they have a need for this new technology. Boy, I really want to restrain myself from using those okay boomer jokes here. I could really just go all the way here with that. I'm just no. Let me not go there. Not go there. I gotta restrain myself somehow. But anyway, that's basically what's going on. But this, of course, his attitude changes. Of course, until when they discover that he literally has no friends at all. I guess the father and the grandmother, these two characters, they pretty much buy a damaged D-bot off from the back of a truck. Oh yeah, and like that doesn't spell disaster right from the bat. But anyway, it doesn't connect to the network, of course. Who didn't see that coming? Like we were saying earlier, it doesn't register or whatever. And yes, basically what's going on is that, as if you couldn't guess for yourself, it's supposedly be going on. The idea is a struggle for real friendship, kind of a deal going on here. And yes, of course, there's a lesson to be learned when it comes to making friends and whatnot. And these two characters become friends, I guess you can say, on an emotional level, I suppose. And that's basically the whole idea of what's going on here, folks. Of course. And yeah, I guess for what it's worth, I've seen worse. I've seen far worse than this. And even though the whole idea is pretty cliched in some ways, and it kind of reminded me of Big Hero 6, which was pretty alright, I suppose. And, but yeah. But okay, kind of a thing about if I don't compare this movie to a more recent Disney film, I would say, okay, maybe there's The Last Dragon, which honestly I didn't think was all that good. Really, it was mediocre, if anything. I can say that this definitely was a much better film, even though I do like princess movies, honestly. But well, what can I do? Well, for what it's worth, folks, like I said, it's not bad. I say check it out, and I'll give this film an overall rating of a 7.0 out of 10. It's a 7.0 for me. So of course, as always, thanks for watching, and take care. Until next time, I guess. Yes, yep. And but yeah, later, folks. See ya. Oh yeah.